Welcome to the Influential Creator with Charlene there, a podcast where I dish on insider tips for mastering the art of content creation and monetization. I'm giving you the know-how to skyrocket your influence and turn your creativity into cold, hard cash. This is a great episode for anyone who wants to learn how to monetize their skills as a creator without a following. I'm so excited about this episode. It'll probably be a two-parter because we are diving into the world of UGC, user-generated content, and if you are on TikTok, you've definitely seen it on your For You page. So as a content creator who offers UGC for brands in the motherhood, tech, skincare, beauty, fashion, travel industry, I'm going to go ahead and just dish on all things UGC. Let's get into it. User-generated content refers to content that's created by users and not by brands or by companies. So it's relatable, it's authentic, it's organic, and it's not new. It's actually been around for years. However, it's just become more mainstream. Personally, I've witnessed the evolution of UGC throughout my journey as a content creator. So back in 2017, when I started posting on Instagram, UGC was already present, but it was seen as more of a way for users to share their thoughts and reviews organically. So brands would occasionally ask creators or folks who are posting that content if they could repost it. You would post a review of something. For example, I posted a picture of me in a Fabletics outfit. Fabletics commented and asked if they could repost it, and I said, absolutely, you can. 100%. It felt like an honor, right? And I didn't think about usage rights or anything of that nature. Nothing became of it, I don't think. At the time, I didn't see content creation as an income stream. I couldn't fathom the idea of being paid to create content without having a community of 10, 20, 30,000 followers. However, UGC has democratized content creation. It has just made becoming a creator just so much more accessible. In the traditional media landscape, only a select few have the opportunity to earn a living from their creative work, right? Now with the rise of social media platforms, accessible content creation tools, anyone can become a content creator. The mainstream hype of UGC has somewhat leveled the playing field for content creators of all sizes, niches, industries to make money off of their skill. It's appealing because UGC is a low barrier to entry way for you to become a content creator, for you to make money off of your skills as a creator. And with UGC, you don't have to worry about a community like in this traditional sense of an influencer who would leverage a community for more monetization opportunities. As a UGC creator, instead, you leverage your skills. However, the rise of UGC has been with so much skepticism, which makes sense. When people are constantly talking about how easy something is, it kind of cheapens and makes the thing feel more sketchy than it really is. And UGC isn't sketchy. I mean, UGC is one form of marketing. It's one style of content creation. This nuanced subset of content creators has formed a really unique community. And while UGC isn't new, it's a new territory for many of us. At least this community is. And overall, the UGC community is super helpful. But like any industry, there are a few bad eggs that just have perpetuated the idea that UGC is a scam or a multi-level marketing scheme. As a content creator who offers UGC to brands, I can tell you firsthand that it's not a scam. UGC is just a form of marketing, and it's become way more mainstream over the last couple of years. So something that I'm seeing that's contributing to this negative narrative that UGC is an MLM or a scam is the Dunning-Kruger effect. And the Dunning-Kruger effect refers to the cognitive bias where people with limited knowledge or skills overestimate their abilities, leading to a false sense of expertise. In the context of UGC, this effect may be observed with creators who are new in the field and way overconfident in their abilities. And what happens, these newer creators are in the game for a couple of weeks and they create a digital product and talk about how they can help you make a full-time income from UGC and how it's so easy, but it's way more than that. And it's also just one little piece of the creator pie. Critics argue that UGC is merely a way for creators who can't build a following to make money. However, that is so far from the truth. There's so many reasons why a creator may not want to build a community or have other interests and skills that they want to monetize, and UGC just provides them an avenue to do so. In the past, monetization opportunities were predominantly controlled by people with pre-established influence or those who could leverage their communities to drive sales or drive conversions. However, UGC has completely revolutionized this landscape, enabling anybody who has a camera or a phone and a compelling voice to participate and monetize their skills. This shift has resulted in a somewhat more inclusive and diverse creative ecosystem. I mean, we still have a long way to go and a lot of work to do as it relates to diversity. And I'll need to dedicate an episode on the pay gap for Black creators. That'll be another episode. But nonetheless, according to Goldman Sachs, the creator economy could double in size from $250 billion today to 480 billion in 2027. I mean, and this is just the beginning. If you want to become a content creator and make money, whether it's a side hustle or a livable income, you really have to think bigger picture and understand that UGC is just one subset. It's one form of marketing. It's one style of content. It's one thing that you can monetize. So the difference between creators who have longevity in this space and who are in it to just make a quick buck shows in one, the offers that they're receiving, but it also shows in the way that they approach content creation and monetization, right? They see UGC as one way to monetize, right? So you're not putting all of your eggs in one basket. If you're new to content creation, UGC is a great starting point, but it's not the end goal. It's not the destination. Sustainability lies in diversifying your income stream. So don't make it into this mystical thing. UGC is just one way you can create money, and money is energy, and it flows to you easily. Here's a catch: to thrive as a UGC creator in the long run, you still need to possess the skills to influence. So while you may not be influencing your community directly, brands hire you to create content that will influence the target demographic and to drive specific actions. So influence can't be avoided, especially if you want to have a sustainable career or sustainable income from UGC. Good content stands out. It resonates with audiences and it influences. So if you thought about starting your UGC career because you don't have to be an influencer, think again. Now let's debunk 4 myths surrounding UGC. Let's put it on the table and talk about it. So myth number 1, aesthetic content is the best form of UGC. Now I gotta take a moment to pause here because I am definitely an aesthetic girly. I mean, hello. I love aesthetics. I love vibes. However, while aesthetically pleasing content can certainly catch the eye, it's not always the most effective form of UGC. I know, it's surprising coming from me, who's, again, just I live and breathe for a good aesthetic moment. However, think of it this way. A beautifully packaged product might grab your attention initially, but it's the quality. It's the usefulness. That's what keeps you coming back for more, right? It's the personality. At the end of the day, UGC is about creating content that resonates with the target demographic. If the target demographic is me, an aesthetic girly, then yes, I would appreciate an ad or an organic style piece of content that is aesthetic. However, a lot of raw and off-the-cuff ads in the car perform so well because they're completely relatable. I saw a video from a creator. She has hundreds of thousands of followers, and I think a lot of them are new because she posted a video about how she doesn't have an aesthetic home and how she just, creates content every single day. And that message resonated with so many other creators and so many other moms who love creating content but are just so nervous to put themselves out there because they don't have an aesthetic space, right? So that just goes to show that those raw, off-the-cuff, unfiltered moments, when you can be relatable and talk to your target demographic, it'll resonate way better than aesthetics could ever. Don't let aesthetics hold you back, but 2, don't be afraid to experiment with different styles of content. So yes, give us some aesthetics because I love me an aesthetic moment, especially for organic content. However, for ads, play around with creating content in the car, in your kitchen, with makeup, without makeup. Just think about the target demographic. What would resonate? What would hit for them? What would make them stop the scroll? I'm totally doing the thing. This episode is brought to you by Content Cashflow, the ultimate guide to content creation and monetization. Use TICPOD for 10% off. All right, let's get back into the episode. Myth number 2, if you can create organic UGC, you can create UGC for paid media. No, they're different. I love creating organic content. I also love creating content for paid media. However, my skill sets that I'm using they vary a little bit, right? So with paid media, I'm really focused on direct response marketing and following, formulas that have been, proven to work. However, with organic content, there's definitely a level of creativity and just more freedom, which I absolutely love. Think of it like this. Creating organic UGC is like freely expressing yourself and sharing your experiences, while creating UGC for paid media is like delivering a persuasive speech, right? So yes, you still want to bring that same authenticity and creativity to make your organic UGC and paid media UGC successful, but it's super important with paid media to incorporate direct response marketing techniques to drive results. Keep in mind that creators often charge more for paid media because there's another layer of marketing competence. Myth number 3, UGC is just a trend and it'll fade away. That can be further from the truth because brands are always going to want to leverage UGC as a form of social proof. I mean, there's nothing like watching somebody who looks like you, has a similar background to you, talking about a product that you're interested in. That level of connection is A1, and UGC leverages that so well. Think of it as the evolution of word of mouth marketing in the digital age, right? Just like how people have been sharing their thoughts and recommendations about products and services for ages, UGC just allows us to amplify that reach and impact. The demand for UGC continues to grow, and as long as there are social media platforms and online community, UGC isn't going away. Myth number 4, UGC isn't authentic if you're hired to create content for a brand. It's a no for me, dog. That is such a myth. UGC is still authentic even if you're getting paid for it. You can still maintain authenticity when you're hired to create content for a brand. At the end of the day, it's your job as a creator to find partnerships that align with your values and allow you to stay true and provide honest insights. Okay, so let's dish on tools and platforms for monetization. Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Twitter, LinkedIn, Facebook, these are all great platforms to monetize as a UGC creator. However, you don't need to do all of them, right? So just think about it like this. Think of each platform. I mean, they have their own unique atmosphere, right? They have their own audiences, they have their own algorithms, and just like different neighborhoods in the city, it's important to choose the platform that resonate with your content and target audience. When you're starting out, think of it as finding your ideal neighborhood where your UGC can thrive, right? Where you can connect with the right people. So for example, TikTok may be the vibrant, fast-paced like neighborhood where short and entertaining UGC thrive, while LinkedIn may be the professional, business-oriented district where you can showcase your expertise and connect with brands in your niche as a thought leader. When I first started UGC, I posted on TikTok. It was so easy for me because it was a low-lift platform and I could be consistent on this platform every single day. Then I thought, okay, I want to be in front of brands, so Twitter just made sense. So TikTok and Twitter, that's where I spent most of my time in the early days of monetizing my skills as a content creator through UGC. And by early days, I mean literally just last year. TikTok and Twitter are still the number one place where I'm receiving my inbounds from. Like people are finding me from the posts on my TikTok and people are finding me from the posts on my Twitter account. Now I've expanded to more platforms. However, when I first started, it was not about being on every platform. It's about being strategic and choosing the ones that aligned with my goals and my target demographic and the target demographic of the brands that I wanted to work with. So if you're a new creator, even an established creator, you're trying to think about where should you spend the most time, think about the platform that makes the most sense for you. Where are you the most comfortable? Where can you show up the most consistently? And where is your target demographic? There are dedicated marketplaces that you can find UGC work like Palm, #paid, AspireIQ. Brands will post sponsored content opportunities as well as UGC style content opportunities. While these marketplaces can be a valuable resource, it's definitely important to consider the terms and conditions that they require, like usage rights, for example. That's something that you can't typically negotiate on these influencer marketing platforms. So I would use these as a starting point so you can get some eyes on brands that have a budget that are actively working with creators. Platforms like Upwork and Fiverr have also been incredible hubs for UGC work, and I believe Fiverr just rolled out a feature where you can actually select UGC. So there are so many opportunities in terms of where to monetize your UGC skills. It's just a matter of staying focused on the platform, right? There are so many tools and resources that pop out every single day. Your goal is to pick one thing or two things or two platforms, right? And stay focused and dive into that for the next 30 days, for the next 60 days, for the next 90 days. That's how you get better. That's how you monetize and expand your skills. If you want to be a content creator in the long game, understand that there's more than one way to monetize outside of UGC. And I'll dedicate an entire episode on that specifically, but I just want you to get in the right mindset. UGC is just one style of content. There's so many other ways that you can expand and monetize as a creator. You can also offer script reads. You can offer creative strategy, conceptualization, social media marketing. There's so many different things that you can offer as a content creator, and UGC is just one of them. Let's do a quick Q&A. How do I find brands to collaborate with? Position yourself by posting content on TikTok, Twitter, LinkedIn, whatever platform makes the most sense for you, and then pitch directly to the brands. Canva portfolio, or should I get my own website? Either, it doesn't matter as long as it's professional and it looks good and it's easy to use and it has examples of your work. What should I include in my portfolio? Give me a variety. Show me how you can create content. Use direct response best marketing practices. Try different styles. Use green screens, voiceover, speech to text. Show me, don't tell me. What equipment do I need to create UGC? A phone, DSLR, anything that can shoot in 1080p by 30 frames per second will suffice. A tripod will definitely change the game in terms of stability, and if you can, invest in props. How much should I charge for one video? First of all, let's reframe that because you are selling a bundle of videos. That's what we're doing. Second of all, how new are you? Where are you at in your journey? Do you understand how to create high quality content? It's not shaky, it looks good. Number 3, never go below $150. Do I need to niche down in order to be a content creator? Absolutely not. If it helps you categorize it, then yes, go ahead, niche down. If it doesn't, then feel free to create content. However, just always think about the target demographic in mind. What content do they need to see, whether that is for brands or for you personally? That was a good episode. If you have any questions about UGC, comment them below. I'd be more than happy to create more content. And my goal at the end of the day with the influencer creator is to demystify content creation and monetization. I'm here for you. I want you to secure the creator bag. I'll catch you in the next episode.